How's it, people? My name is Greg and welcome to yet another episode of Tech on a Budget. I want to thank everybody who supported this channel by subscribing, sharing the videos, liking the videos, even commenting. Thank you very much. The rest of you watching and not subscribed yet, you're doing something wrong. Subscribe so we can grow. Today's topic is going to be more of a discuss, so let's get into it. Today we're going to be talking about routers, extenders, and mesh. Which of these do you need in your Wi-Fi infrastructure at home when you're on a budget? Being strapped for cash means you cannot afford every Wi-Fi device that pops into the market. That also means that you have to be very mindful and smart about what Wi-Fi devices you buy. And before you even do any of that, there are 5 factors you need to consider. This is going to be a 2-part video. We're going to talk about these 5 factors that we need to consider before we buy our Wi-Fi devices. Number 1, the size of your home. Now, this is a very important factor to consider before you buy your Wi-Fi devices. Some routers have long-range antennas on them, and they also have a feature on them that helps boost this reception that the long-range antennas also give. So that's why it's very important for you to consider the size of your home, how many square meters or how many square feet, to the range on the Wi-Fi devices that you are about to buy. Number 2, placement. As a rule of thumb, it's advised to put your main router in the middle of the house. Stands to reason that if you have the router in the middle of the house, it'll cover the space equally. So put your router in the middle of your house, except when you can't, which takes me to the 3rd point. Number 3, the shape of your home. Now, the shape of your home is something you must consider when you're trying to buy a Wi-Fi device or when you're trying to deploy a Wi-Fi network in your home. Too many corners means too many walls, and too many walls is a huge mitigating factor in the range of your devices and also to affect your connectivity. So, always put it in mind. The shape of your home must be considered when you're trying to deploy a Wi-Fi network in your home. Number 4, your network infrastructure. Now, this is another factor that you must consider when you are trying to get your Wi-Fi devices. What do you intend to do with this Wi-Fi connection? Now, seeing as many people are working from home right now, you might want a separate network from the network that everybody uses regularly in the house. Now, if you want your working network separate from the network in the house, that will also give you an idea or it will advise on what devices to buy for you to be able to do that as cheap as possible. And number 5, speed. Now, if you ask me, I think this is the most important factor you need to consider when you're trying to deploy Wi-Fi in your home. Now, most routers or devices these days have 2 bands. They all come in dual bands, the 2.4 gigahertz band and the 5 gigahertz band. Some come as a single band, which is just a 2.5 gigahertz. Now we have the tri-bands, and now we're talking about network 6, Wi-Fi 6. So you see, it's growing, it's changing every day. So speed is something you really need to consider when you're trying to deploy Wi-Fi in your home. Now, before all that, this is the standard thing that I think most people don't even think about. The speed, your connection speed from your ISP. Now, even if you have the best devices in the market, you have the latest and the newest and whatever, you will not be able to run faster than the speed allocated to you from your ISP. So that right there is what you have to consider. Is the most important thing you have to consider when you're trying to get Wi-Fi in your home. With these conditions in mind, our next video we're going to talk about what devices you can buy to suit your needs and do it as cheaply as possible. Thank you for watching the video till the end. Remember to subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when the next video is put out. Say something in the comment section. Talk to me, ask me any question, I'll respond. Until the next one, stay safe.